I have a video. It's called "The Art of Falling Off," and on the thumbnail, it's a funny thumbnail. It had like Yay. It has Yay. It has Yay Anthony Mackie. Can I can I open this image and it's like fuck. I'm washed. Look at me. I can't yeah, but yeah. Control plus What does that do, dude? I'm old, bro. I don't know. I'm generally an dude. I don't know what to do, bro. What would Control Plus do? Like, what would that do? Like, would it expand the photo if I open in a new thing?
Earth.
I don't know, Zim. I'll be honest with you. I don't even know how the computer works. I don't know. I don't even know how computers work, man. I just know start stream button. That's all I know, man. Control Plus. Okay, that's cool. Thanks, Josh. Alright.
Our beloved planet.
Boom.
Beautiful
Damn.
thing, isn't it? A work of art created by God. By the way, I love you.
Hold on, bro. What the fuck? Hey, this man was adding his ass off.
The blue sky, the clear seas. Okay, maybe not so much on that one. But what I'm trying to say is that God was in his bag when he created Earth and us. And with us humans being here, many more works of art were created, from insane paintings that must have took hours of hard work and dedication to such craft. Yeah. Like, look at this painting, bruh. The man who painted this had to be a wonderful person.
Had to be.
It's so beautiful.
Had to be, right?
Surely they lit up the world with their impressive work.
Oh, I wonder who drew it.
Musicians, filmmakers, animators.
Nah, go back. We gotta see the.
Surely they lit up.
We got. Fuck Hitler. Is that even a thing you have to even say? I think we all know it's fuck Hitler, is it not? Not to some people.
Up the world with their impressive work. Oh, never mind. Musicians, filmmakers, animators, even most professional athletes, unless they suck cheeks hard as hell.
It's so wrong.
These works, their works, are works of art. These people.
Nah, you ain't see the tweet. He not anti-Semitic no more. He not rocking with it no more. He done. Now I guess.
People are artists in their own right, and what would the world be without their contributions? I don't even got an answer to that. I just need an intro. We ain't talking about good art and good stuff today. We talking about people or things that used to be like that, used to be fantastic, world bending, iconic, but are now just not as good, or in other cases just plain ass and leave you with a side of pee-pee and diarrhea. That might sound childish, but I'm being serious, bruh. Some of these topics here in this video are actually in the dirt right now, and we're gonna talk about it.
Let's see what he like. Let's see what he's talking about.
The art of falling off.
The art of falling off.
If you don't sub, nigga, you gonna fall off. I'm playing. I pray.
Damn, I gotta fall off? I just started. Fuck.
Oh, y'all make it.
Guess I gotta subscribe.
To hit 10K. Sub to the channel. I promise it's worth.
Depending on how good the video is.
The video. I don't express it often, but I'm a huge fan of TV and film. There's truly nothing like a really good show or movie. Here's some of my favorites for reference.
Okay.
I don't care what kind of form it's in. Animated, live action, anime. Good content is good content.
Okay.
As you can clearly tell by the theme of this channel, I mess with superheroes a lot. There's many great superhero movies and shows out right now. But once upon a time, there was only one company actually capable of making good superhero movies. And that was Marvel. Marvel's iconic run started in the early 2000s, but where they really hit it big was with 2008's Iron Man. The movie was so tough that they kicked off an entire cinematic universe, which wasn't really unheard of. But one this massive, hell yeah, that's a feat. Boy, that run the MCU had during the Infinity Saga was crazy, bro. Every movie, and I mean every movie. Okay, I'm lying. There's a few misses, but dog, the majority of
I ain't gonna lie, he not lying though. That MCU had at a time it was just heater. A little bit, Thor's was a little odd. Thor's was a little odd. Some of them was live, but most of them was heaters, man. And then like, it's like once the end game hit, it was like, all right, I don't know what to do. But they getting it back though. Shang-Chi was cool. Shang-Chi was cool. Eternals was Thunderbolts was fire. Thunderbolts is a fire movie. I hate that they're not be able to recoup a lot of money off of it. Everybody should see Thunderbolts. And Thunderbolts let me know, man, all you need in life, if you're depressed and you lonely, you need a 5'3" blonde Russian to hug you. And you'll be saved. You'll never have to kill yourself because you got a 5'3" Russian lady doing everything they can just to hug you. You gotta love Marvel off of that. So if you ever sad, get you a 5'3" Russian girl. Russian woman, not girl. Woman.
These movies were complete bangers. Avengers 1 had niggas going crazy. Captain America Winter Soldier is so goated and it still holds up, bro. It's already over a decade old. What season that make? The MCU was so iconic at this time that it had niggas going to see superhero movies that ain't ever seen a movie like that before. And y'all think I'm playing? Every black person saw Black Panther in theaters, bro.
That's
and
real.
Most didn't even know what was going on in the MCU at the time. They just saw a black nigga throwing hands in a tough manner and knew it was time to buy a ticket.
I ain't gonna lie. Shout out Burleezy. If you were a black man, black person, and you didn't watch Black Panther, you are a coon. You are a coon. And you don't like Peak. So like what are we talking about? You don't like Peak.
R.I.P. Chadwick. That just goes to show how much motion this universe actually had. It was making previous C and D list Marvel heroes household names. I swear that before this movie dropped, I didn't have any idea what a Guardian of the Galaxy was.
Me neither.
I saw the movie and I was like,
me neither. I ain't know what the Guardians was either. Bro, they really did put us on.
When Infinity War dropped, it was like a global event. In school, motherfuckers had to cover their ears at lunch to dodge the spoilers. Because if you didn't see that movie opening weekend, you was probably cooked. Spoiler alert from here on out. I don't know if you actually need it,
but people were awful when Infinity War came out. Like people were awful, bro. People was finishing the movie, and then when the new people was coming, they were like, "Hey, so and so died." Like, bro, like imagine waiting all day, right? Imagine having a long day at work, right? You was like, "Man, me and the boys, we gonna see this movie at so and so time. We got to get this long work day. We gonna get to this movie." And as soon as you walk in, hey, Spider-Man dies. Like, what the fuck you mean? Like, what? We have to fight now. Like, you just ruined my whole thing, and I need a refund. Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, he's not lying. He's cooking on this one.
The MCU was tough. You're 6 years late, bro. Give it the time. But when Thanos snapped,
and look, they was spoiling the line too. Yeah. That's why COVID happened, probably. COVID happened because of Infinity War spoilers. This is crazy.
Killed half the universe. Had my nigga Spider-Man fading away. That broke my heart, bro.
That was tough, man.
I damn near went crazy in the theater seeing that. Wondering how the Avengers are gonna get these niggas back. Then fast forward to Avengers Endgame and seeing Tony, a literal human in armor, go toe-to-toe with a purple alien nigga to bring back everyone and destroy Thanos and his army. Man, that brought tears to eyes.
So
not
tough.
mine, but I was mesmerized and heartbroken
movie,
on the inside. I looked over to the chair next to me and see my sister shedding a tear. She ain't even know a thing about the MCU. The scene just had her crying. Real what Scorsese said, bro. This is real cinema. It was in they bag. And then after that, it was on and off, bro. Like, Marvel made a decision to drop a buttload of Disney Plus.
Okay, WandaVision was cool. Loki was cool. Well, I watched What If on and off. Moon Knight, I like Moon Knight. Falcon Winter Soldier is cool, man. He needs to get that serum though. Get that serum, gang. Hawkeye was cool because it brought Yelena. See, you need 5'3" Russian woman to get your life right. And we got Sinners right here. I usually just like shows, man. So She-Hulk and Miss Marvel, they weren't that bad to me. I don't know what you're really expecting. Loki tough, Moon Knight, Falcon tough, Agatha. I never watched Agatha all along though. I still never saw that. I do need to catch up on that.
Original TV series, which sounded great in retrospect, but it didn't really work out because most of the episodes were filler and stuff. And it turns out you didn't even have to watch the shows to understand the movie universe timeline, which was weak. But the movies suffered too. Most of the movies at the end,
Agatha was hard. Kevin Garnett like, ooh, this Agatha get me hard. Shout out KG.
game just didn't match expectations to what the Infinity Saga had for itself. Minus both Spider-Man movies.
Oh yeah, the Spider-Man movies tough. Deadpool Wolverine is tough. Wakanda Forever is tough.
And Guardians 3. And you might look at that and say,
open the fucking
Teef,
door.
That's half the list. Yeah, that's damn near half the movie list, but the ones I didn't name are like all shitty booty dookie movies, or mid at best. It was so bad that for the past few years, the main MCU discourse hasn't been a potential new big villain or how this new saga can pan out, but mostly how it's just
hell no.
Back when the Infinity Saga was balling,
speaking of
I
KG,
was keeping up with every movie in detail.
Hey yo, hold on, what, sir? Did you need to? But did you need to put this in the vid?
Next to drop in theaters, so I wouldn't have to miss a beat. I'm telling you, bro, them movies used to be entire events. Now I can't tell you I've seen every single movie in this newer phase. I'm gonna just be honest. I don't be beating grannies with sticks to see these movies anymore. Just wait for a Disney Plus drop most of the time, cause I know Marvel been bullshitting. What the hell was Eternals? You already got me watching
Eternals is
but then you gonna make the whole movie boring as hell.
It was that.
And for a fat minute, a huge detail of it was just unnoticed by the rest of the universe until now. Thor Love and Thunder ruined Thor's hot streak of one good movie. Now the nigga's 1 for 4. He's shooting 2 a day like he J-Dub playing against the Nuggets. Ant-Man Quantumania was just terrible. It hurts more that I paid to see that shit. Like, I saw that in the theater.
Nah, Speedster was tough. Speedster was tough in that movie. And I like Angelina Jolie in that movie just because obvious reasons. Gooning, look at I ain't gonna lie, Brad Pitt, you 40 gang. Wrong one. Wrong trend.
The Marvels.
The Marvels wasn't bad, bro.
Marvels was a good movie. Disappointing of them all since it was coming off of hella hype from No Way Home, but it didn't meet expectations at all. The MCU got so bad, wasn't that bad. They had to mess around and bring Iron Man himself back.
But they did bring Unk back though. Bringing Unk back seemed crazy. I ain't gonna lie. It's funny because they only got like Robert back. We don't know if Chris Evans and Scarlett Johansson are coming back. I assume so. They say they not, but I assume they are. Like, they not turning down that check, bro. Like look at Chris Hemsworth. He gonna get that check. He don't care. He gonna get that check. So.
RDJ isn't playing Iron Man. This time he's playing Dr. Doom, which is still insane considering that he's so synonymous with the character of Iron Man, who had the most noble send-off in a cinematic universe's history. But whatever, nigga. Disney won RDJ back, and RDJ
they said, who cares?
Bank. Kang would have been so goated, but them allegations cooked his career.
Oh,
Tells me how the MCU isn't as great as it used to be, but in a way, it kind of makes sense, given the fact that some things were just out of their control, but most of it wasn't. There's no excuse for dropping ass to booty movies over and over, but we can see a resurgence with Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts is tough,
and as of this recording, it's doing really well.
Thunderbolts is tough. It's not making the money that it need to, but it's tough.
But Paul George also fell off. Once Paul George was a name.
PG, man. I'm an Indiana Patriots fan, so of course I'm happy right now we're going to the finals. But man, Paul George was a nice spot for such a up and down team. Like, we're like middle level all the time, man. And Paul George is so cool. Man, it sucks to see how Paul George, after leaving Indiana, is like low key just like, you come, just he's just okay. He's just an okay player. Like, it sucks. It sucks. He talks a lot, like playoff P. Every time he said playoff P, he played bad. It's crazy.
One of the most silky smooth players in the league. He was your favorite player's favorite player. He's not skillful yet athletic, capable of doing anything on the court.
Like, there's so many people, there's so many like new players saying like their favorite player was Paul George, like over LeBron, Kobe, Jordan. Like they were saying Paul because he's just so smooth, but it never ends up to winning the championship. Man, it sucks.
The playoffs game.
I ain't met playoff P yet.
Where he choked and started becoming an ass out of nowhere. Getting cooked by a rookie Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert, of all people. Getting game-winning series, inning shots.
Yeah, oh my God.
Yeah.
The bad shot.
I don't care what anybody says. That's a bad shot.
Hitting the side of the backboard on accident or on purpose. I don't care. Either way, how do you do that? Yeah, guys, this nigga will fall off every year. I'll give him credit. He was the only guy in the East to give Miami's big three a run for their money. And his 2021 postseason run was really good.
Not CP.
But now,
not the CP.
He sucks. I've said this before, man. Celtics Shaq, Nets Kevin Garnett, Philadelphia Paul George. Just look at his stat lines and you will see what I'm talking about. Now, falling off in sports.
The thing is, I'm going to give Paul George some bail, though. I'm going to give Paul, because the thing is, right, Paul George this whole season, man, was injured. So it's really Paul George is really only cooked if in this next season that's coming up is if he plays bad. If he plays bad this next season, it's over. It's over. But I'm gonna give Paul George grace. Not a lot of people giving Paul George grace. I'm gonna give Paul George some grace. He's injured, man.
It's kind of different than falling off in other fields. A fall off in sports can be caused by a number of things: bad teams, mental complications, injury bugs, or most famously, just father time. Them last two got the best of PG, and to be fair, that's okay. Sometimes in life, your time is just up.
Iconic commercial.
And as for Paul George's NBA career, man, pack it up. It's time to retire, old man.
Nah, that's crazy.
This is Halliburton's league now. This is Anthony Edwards' league now.
It's Big Reese.
Skedaddle!
Big Reese.
In music, especially rap, falling off is a normal occurrence. How many artists that blew up this decade that you know are still reeling in big numbers?
Who listen to Forbes?
Damn near none of them. Most of them are already on the decline despite only coming out a few years ago. But there's nothing like falling off after being on for a while.
Are they finna say M?
Being goated for a good portion of your career,
are they gonna do the
and then just not being good anymore, it's a curse. Yeah, this is how I feel about Kanye. You already knew I was.
Man, I'm probably one of the biggest Ye fans of all time, man. And ever since 2021, my life has been suffering because every time he finds a new way for me to not be able to listen to his music in public, wear the Yeezys, wear the merch. It just sucks to see your goats in your life just be awful people, and to it's like John Jones. Like John Jones is one of the best fighters of all time, but man, he's an awful person. And it's the same thing with Ye. Like Ye just finds new ways to just make you think, why would I even tell anybody I listen to you? You know, it's heartbreaking.
What's going with this? The beginning of Kanye's career was truly special. The entire college trilogy showed that at the time you could in fact be a great rapper without rapping about guns and slinging crack. Exactly. And from those, he dropped 808s and Heartbreak, where he's
part of the reason I make music this day. Like he made it seem like you can be from the inner city. Like I'm from Gary, Indiana. He's from Chicago. You can be from the inner city and not be like I sell drugs or like, and then he just goes on a fucking alt-right path out of fucking nowhere.
He was singing and shit. This influenced so many artists from today, like Lil Uzi, Travis Scott, Kid Cudi. Really, almost every hip hop artist right now was influenced by this
people not doing what they
or
doing
another.
Now.
Then he dropped Twisted Fantasy, complete masterpiece, one of my favorite albums of all time. Peak. And then after that, he had Yeezus. I don't give a damn about Yeezus, to be honest. I mean, but it has Bound to, and it's an influential album, so I'll give it that. Life of Pablo, Ye, Donda, all great in their own right. I'm probably the only dude that actually likes Jesus is King. But after Donda,
Jesus King is tough. Jesus King on a nice Sunday, you know. It was good on a nice Sunday, you know, for obvious reasons. Yeah.
He started tweaking. He was always a tweaker, but the tweaking never tweaked onto his music. He remained talented despite whatever shenanigans he was going through. But now he's bad. I'm evil. Fans didn't understand me. This guy is downright.
This nigga really did this, bro. Like it's
terrible. I'll say this: I liked Vultures 1. I know it wasn't as good as solo Kanye work. Production was fun.
No, Jesus was King. Jesus King was a nice album. Closed on Sunday. You my Chick-fil-A. Closed on Sunday. Kirk Franklin almost Kirk Franklin was really on that fuck off, just cursing the fuck out of his son. Kirk Franklin cursing out his son was hilarious, bro. That's a peak moment. If you know. Vultures 1 was tough, man. Beautiful big titty, but naked women just don't fall out the sky, you know. It's so real, dude. They don't. I've been looking.
And then the features were mostly solid. Kanye couldn't rap for shit, but it was an album that was in rotation the year it dropped. But man, every single thing after that has been horrible. AI lyrics and performances being put onto already choppy and unfinished songs. Yeah. Not only that, but the lyrics themselves being questionable and contradicting. Because you can't be black and a Nazi. Nigga, that don't make sense.
It doesn't.
What kind of dummy shit is that? This fall off is bad because it could have been something completely avoided. In music, there's no basis on something just drying out. Like in our previous examples, the MCU and Paul George, a fall off can happen because at some point, too much is just too much. Or sometimes the human body can only take so much damage and it'll break down over time. None of this happened here though. Kanye's fall off is just a product of multiple addictions just cooking his ass. And I know addiction can be a fishy topic and even more a troubling thing to deal with and to overcome, but I truly believe that if it wasn't for his addiction to corn and later on nitrous, that he would still be solid right now and in a better state of mind. Like, that's no doubt. It also doesn't help that he has nothing but yes men around him 24.
It's insane that it's insane when it comes to Ye that really that you let a porn addiction and you let people let you become addicted to nitrous, and then you have all these people around you just saying yes, 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 yeah, yes, yeah, yes, yeah. Like you're one of the greatest musicians of all time, and you really just let yourself fall down his path. Like it's insane. Like either he's been a big liar this whole time, or 04 Ye or 02 Ye or Ye before he blew up would be so disappointed in him. Like I know a friend like that who like has been just on a crazy path right now, but we ain't gonna get into that now.
4/7, which is a very underrated point in the world of falling off. Not being told what's actually good and bad, everyone around you agreeing with whatever you do, is a key ingredient for falling off.
Look at the. Let me. Now that I have this time, man, let me talk shit about this cuck and this bitch right here. I need to fuck Sneeko and fuck Nick. I think it's Nick Fuentes. Something like that. All I know is every time I see him, I just know bitch. He's a bitch. Fucking racist bitch. You're an idiot, and you're an idiot too. Please come back home, nigga. Damn.
For falling off, especially in the music world, since many around them aren't genuine, but instead they're doing whatever they need to do to get what they want out of them, which goes into my next target perfectly. SpongeBob.
Wait,
is
SpongeBob?
an icon.
Oh, yeah, but SpongeBob was on that thumbnail.
But I can't stress the fact that the show itself has fallen completely off of a cliff.
Why was that in there, bro? Why did SpongeBob need to lick the chocolate like that, bro? Y'all freaky at Nick, man. Yeah, we all know they freaky at Nick.
Seasons 1 through 3 were peak SpongeBob, and that first movie is still the only one they have. And they've made like 4 more movies since then, and they have all been trash as hell.
That's crazy.
SpongeBob and the MCU are similar in their field when it comes to falling off. A key point being that they both have been milked to the T. Hell, the creator of SpongeBob literally said he wanted the show to end, and Nickelodeon didn't listen because they wanted to milk the best show they had in their program.
That's
Loki is
really
after the last Airbender, but thank God they did not milk that show, bro. The show is perfect as is. The MCU has been milked too, but the case for them is arguable since there's so much source material to work with that there
was a superhero SpongeBob. I did not see no. I do not remember a superhero SpongeBob. I can barely remember like the season. I just remember like, to be honest with you, from watching SpongeBob, I thought it was just all one season. At that point. You know, when you was a kid, all cartoons just one season. It's the second one up. I didn't know that. I gotta check that out then. I gotta check that out.
Able to continue the universe with realistic chances of not repeating same old patterns, bringing in fresh new ideas, and building a bigger world within the continuity. SpongeBob can't do that. In order to do stuff like that, in order to successfully milk something, it has to have plot. I can't stress this enough. I hate when shows are ongoing just because they were mad popular at some point. SpongeBob, cancel yourself. You fell off. Family Guy.
He does have a point.
Simpsons.
Yeah, he does have a point. Because there is no overarching plot in SpongeBob, Family Guy, The Simpsons. Like it's just whatever stories like the people wrote that day. Like it really is no ending, and that's the kind of thing that's kind of bad about it. It's like when I see the Family Guy and The Simpsons and like getting new seasons, I'm like, bro, like why? like who's like I don't have cable still. I used to have. I haven't had cable in a minute, but like even if I did have cable, I wouldn't watch it. Like I love old Family Guy and like thing, but it's never like a thing of like. It's never like a thing of like I'm gonna like sit up and watch this new season of Family Guy or The Simpsons. I'm just not gonna do it. But I feel like this lets you know that how much white people are such an influence in America. I swear, there's so many people in places you'll never expect. There's probably somebody in Wyoming watching every episode, just eating it up. I mean, like you just never would watch it, bro. So shout out to them. They getting money. They getting their little money on.
You been fell off. Why are you still around? And don't get me wrong, I like SpongeBob just as much as the next intellectual mind. But dude, stop jacking his nipples, man. This nigga should have been in retirement a long time ago. I don't know how to explain this because SpongeBob is more of a sitcom type of show. Like, there's no linear plot, probably not even a true continuity within that universe. Stuff just happens in each episode, resolved by the end of the episode, then never picked up again. But in older seasons, they mastered that formula. The older episodes were just better. There's a reason that every SpongeBob meme you see is ripped or refers to an older season. This new SpongeBob ain't even on none. Like, it's like SpongeBob is a shell of SpongeBob. Falling off is an art in itself. There's so many different ways it be happening. Repetitiveness, lack of being locked in, getting hurt physically, mentally, or emotionally. Sometimes, time is just up. Nothing stays in its prime forever. Every great thing has an end.
Like this video.
That goes for everyone except for LeBron.
Okay.
Come on, man. That's too easy.
Bro,
customers. No. We're not watching another video right now. But shout out to Just Lateef, man. He's not wrong though. LeBron is inevitable. He never dies. He's finna play his 23rd year. It's insane. But shout out to Just Lateef. It was a great vid, bro. Definitely gonna. I definitely to see the complexities of the old head. I'm definitely gonna be watching that next stream because Unks, man, Unks are wild. And I think